guys, I am back and today we are going to be doing a get ready with me. This is my first get ready with me since the one I did with Carmen, which was over a month ago, and then I don't even remember when the most previous one before that was. To say the least, it's been a while, and these are one of my favorite types of videos to film, so I'm so excited to be back today, and I'm going to be catching you up on all of the craziness that happened while I was on a little bit of a break from YouTube because I was out of town and other things happening in my life. And before I get into it, let me know, this is my dining room. I don't know if this is going to be the permanent setup. I'm testing out some different lighting and things like that, so we shall see. Not completely sure, but you know, there's a very beautiful painting behind me. So if you have any thoughts on this setup, make sure to comment them down below so I know how you guys are feeling about this. Other than that, I am ready to get some makeup on my face and I am going to hop straight into this video. I forgot to bring like a little caddy, so I'm working out of like 2 makeup bags that are like 3/4 full each, and I just feel very unorganized. I'm used to having like my whole setup. Anyways, I'm just starting with the Smashbox Photo Finish Minimize Pores Primer. So let's get started. I made a list of things to talk about because I always get like on weird little side tangents and then I never like talk about what I actually like intended to talk about in that video. So I made a list. I'm like so prepared today, you guys. First, before we get into the list, I'm just going to go in really quickly with this Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Hydrating Foundation and my wet beauty sponge. I'm just going to take like a pump and a half on my sponge, and I'm just going to blend this all across my face. And now to the list. So first of all, the last time I like filmed was when Carmen came down, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because I did some editing after that, but I think that was the last time I filmed. So I hope you enjoyed seeing her. If you don't know who Carmen is, I'm going to link my Get Ready With Me playlist down below for everyone's viewing pleasure. And my most recent Get Ready With Me was with her. She's my best friend. We met in high school, and she came down to visit me at my university apartment. We had such a fun time, and we filmed 2 videos while she was here, so those were so much fun to film, and I think that they turned out really fun to watch too. So that was really good having her here. I'm just going to go in really quickly with the RMS Uncover Up Concealer. I kind of apply it with my fingers and then blend it in. Yeah, so if you enjoyed seeing her, make sure to go give those videos a look-see and a comment and a like and all that stuff. So I know I have other friends, they exist. I haven't really told any of my other friends about YouTube yet, so I don't know if I'll have any new guests for a while, but it was really fun filming with her. I would like to do, I think it would be fun to do a video of me doing her makeup or her doing mine. One where like one of us is less busy, because I was just kind of so focused on my eyeshadow for a part of that video that I was just like not really talking. And then Carmen kept struggling with her winged liners. There's a part where I'm just yammering endlessly and you see her in the corner like wiping it off. It was so funny. But anyways, yeah, so that was really fun. Next on the list. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about was my trips. So I went to Wisconsin to visit my dad's family, which was so much fun. I got to meet my new cousin, new baby, was recently born into the world. Very adorable, 10 out of 10 would cuddle. And I got to see my old cousin, one of my other cousins who is the same age as me. He's only like 3 months older than me. He was also there, so I got to see him, which was great because I haven't seen him since pre-COVID Thanksgiving. And then, yeah, it was good. Got to see all the uncles. My dad has a big family, so when I say like all the uncles, I'm talking about like 6 people. And like all of their extended family members. No like crazy travel experiences with that one, which was actually a little bit surprising. At least I was a little bit surprised, just because you would think that like your first flight in however many years or whatever, or in however long, would be like eventful, or the airports would be unorganized, but they were actually like very organized. I was very pleasantly surprised. Now I'm just going to take my Nude Sticks Intense Matte Lip and Cheek Pencil in the shade Purity, and I'm going to kind of apply some to the flat part of this EcoTool sponge, and I'm just going to bounce that into my cheeks, kind of focusing more on my cheekbone rather than the apple. So yeah, that was really fun. I was there for a little bit less than a week, and then I went to, like, straight back to back, I went to Greece with my mom, which was super cool. Greece was like one of the first countries to like say that they were going to allow travelers back, and so that was a large reason why we decided to go, and it was really fun. We did Athens and some islands, so that was really cool. I don't know, I'm not really like a travel guru. I didn't really do anything to plan the trip because no one trusts me to do that, for good reason. I'm a moron. So I don't really know much about like what went into that, but it was fun. We had a really good time. I loved seeing the ruins. I think trip highlight would probably be, I think my favorite ruins that we did see was on Crete, which was the ancient Minoan ruins. I thought that was really cool. And then I also really liked seeing Akrotiri, which is on Santorini, and those ones it's like the Greek Pompeii, so it's like all perfectly preserved and stuff, so that one was really interesting. So yeah, those were really fun. And then I'm going to go in with this tapered e.l.f., it's called the Small Tapered Brush, and the shade Halo from my Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette. And I'm just going to set my under eyes after I get out these creases that have formed from me gabbing. The Greece trip was a little bit more eventful than the Wisconsin trip. So the first full day we were there, we flew in and we got to Athens at like 2 or 3 p.m. So we were at the hotel at like 3. I'm also setting just kind of some areas of my face that tend to get a little bit more like creasy. And then we got dinner, chilled, got a good amount of sleep, and then the next morning we did the Acropolis, which is like the ruins that are on a big hill. It's the Parthenon? I want to say it's the Parthenon. I'm sorry if I'm incorrect. You'll understand why my memory of this event is a little bit fuzzy in a couple of minutes. And as we're walking down the steps, I slip on the marble and fall on my butt. And I ended up passing out. Everyone thought I had a concussion, or I was just like very much so like dehydrated or hypoglycemic or something. So we ended up going to the hospital, and I broke my collarbone, which is so much fun. So I had to carry around this little like donut butt pillow for the rest of the trip. It didn't hold me back too much. Like, people ask me like, oh, well, did it ruin your trip? And I'm like, no. At the end of the day, I'm very grateful I didn't break my ankle or my leg or dislocate my knee or something, because being on crutches with all of the stairs would have been really hard. And also being like on crutches or in a cast on planes would have been really uncomfortable. So like, yeah, I was kind of uncomfortable for like 2 weeks. Well, I feel like I was varying levels of uncomfortable, I think is the right way to put that. But I was getting better. They gave me some basic like pain medication and like an anti-inflammatory and sent me on my way. So that has been good. So yeah, that was the most eventful thing to happen by far. Now, this is going to be kind of a stupid joke, so if you dislike it, I'm sorry in advance. But went to Greek hospital and no one offered me Windex. And I was like deeply offended. I was, do you not want me to get better? If you have never seen my Big Fat Greek Wedding, or even if you have and you just think I'm a nerd, that won't be funny to you, but my family thought it was very funny. The other joke that we perpetuated a lot, in case you couldn't tell, my family deals with things through humor. So yeah, we did that, and then my stepdad kept making jokes like, "Wow, Jasmine, you really busted your ass to get here," which we thought was really funny. And so yeah, that was the kind of the humor that got us through the whole ordeal. I'm just going to go in really quickly with my Smashbox 24-hour photo finish eye primer. Haven't used eye primer in the longest time. That was just not something that I was going to bring with me while traveling, so I was like, no. And then, yeah, so that was fun. I'll insert a couple pictures. I don't know. I also posted recently like a what I brought with me video. And so it was just kind of honestly very similar to the makeup I'm doing now. I just have more primer now. So after I got back from my trip with my family, I spent a couple of days at home, or at my mom's, I guess. And then I drove down and I started moving into my apartment in LA. So if you don't know, I'm going in with the same halo shade just to set the eye primer. If you don't know, I got an internship in North LA, and I'm going to be working as a manufacturing engineer for a medical device company. I keep saying as if I don't know what I'm doing. I'll be working here for 6 months, so this is going to be my apartment / backdrop for the foreseeable future. And yeah, it's been fun. I'm in my first week right now, and it's been going really well. It's a lot of training just because, it's a medical device company. What we're doing goes in people, so you want the people working on these devices to be well trained, which I completely understand. And yeah, the thing that I talked about it a little bit in my Project Pan update, but I wanted to touch on it a bit more now in case you didn't see my Pan That Palette update, because this is going to be a theme throughout the next couple of various Project Pan updates. Is being a manufacturing engineer, I have to work in the clean room. So because of that, there's very strict rules about what you can and can't wear, including no makeup, no hair product, like obviously shampoo and conditioner. That's not like gel, dry shampoo, things like that. Hairspray is a no-no. No nail polish. Did I already say nail polish? I don't know. No high heels. We have to wear long socks, no open-toed shoes, things like that. So that is going to throw a little bit of a wrench in my project panning progress, but I don't think it will be too much of like a roadblock for me, at least. It'll be, goodness gracious me, because at the end of the day, I still love makeup, and my plan is to, as I have done this week, film on an afternoon after work, and so that I can spend a little bit of time playing, even if I'm not going anywhere. Today I am going somewhere, but that's not the point. Like, just kind of add an extra day, and then I'll do makeup on the weekends probably. So I'm gonna most likely get 2 to 4 days wearing makeup every week, which is going to be on par with my quarantine spring quarter kind of routine. So the progress that we've been seeing on products the past like 3 or 4 months is probably, goodness gracious, why am I such a spaz? I'm sorry, guys. It's probably going to be on par with the progress that we'll be seeing in the upcoming months. I'm not really explaining too much of what I'm doing because this is such an easy basic look that you've seen 100 times for me before. I basically just took the shade Drive from my Pan That palette and I put it all over the lid and into the crease and then under my lash line. And then now I'm just going to take that smudgy brush that I went under the lash line with, tap it once in Drive, and then just kind of rub it against my upper lash line a little bit. Like a no liner almost. Just add a little bit of definition. And then blend it up and then go again. Lower outer lash line. So internship. It'll affect my project panning. I don't want to stop any of my project pans because I do think that I can still reach goals and make good progress. But I don't think I'll do Roulette Pan collab, which was something I was planning on doing. I believe Alexi and Rebecca Morgan were planning on bringing it back again this like September. But I don't think I'll be able to participate in it without like really spreading myself too thin, because I was anticipating reaching some more goals before that project came around. I'm just going to take this fluffy blush brush from Real Techniques and my bronzers from my Park Avenue Princess palette and bronze up my neck and then my face. I did get quite tan on vacation, so I can go a little bit heavy-handed with the bronzer and it looks semi-normal. Oh, but like other, okay, so no Roulette Pan collab. I'm thinking of introducing some sort of like other beauty products project pan, because that's what I'm going to be probably using the most of. But then again, it's like no hair products, so if I did hair products, it would just be like shampoo and conditioner or like masks, which I don't really have much of. Maybe I could do like a skincare / face mask one. I do have some like random serums and stuff that I should work through, so that could be like beneficial to my collection. I don't know how interesting that would be as like from like a viewer's perspective. I'm just going to take my Becca Champagne Pop highlighter and my Eco Tools kind of highlightery brush and dust that all over my face, or on the high points of my face. I'm not going completely crazy. But I mean, aside from how it affects my project painting, I'm really liking my job thus far. I mean, it is all training. I did get to do kind of a little mini assignment today, just working on some leads. And then, yeah, I really like all of the other interns. They are super nice. Some of them go to my college and some of them go to various other colleges throughout the United States. And then there's like a couple different teams you can work on. So there's 2 other girls on my team, and then there's a couple people working in R&D, and there's two people working in process development, product development, something like that. And then there's a couple people working in operations, I want to say. That sounds right. I have so much confidence in my ability to say things correctly. So yeah, there's like 9 or 10 of us total, and some of them are about to finish their their time with the company, and then some of us are just starting. So there's a weird overlap of like the length of time that people have been here, and we are going to lose a couple of people unfortunately in the next couple of weeks, but it's still like been really fun getting to know them. I'm going to jump off camera really quickly and do lashes, like mascara and eyeliner, and I will be right back. Okay, so I am back. I put on a little bit of my Cargo Swimmables eye pencil in the shade Black Sea and my Bare Minerals Lashtopia mascara. What is this weird smudge on you? Oh, I think it's deodorant. That's lovely. Okay, cool. Now I'm just going to give my face a quick spritz with my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. Okay, one kind of more like random thing that I wanted to talk about was Tati Westbrook's return to YouTube. I was so excited. She's been my favorite YouTuber for years, and I mean, her year off, I don't want to be like it was so hard for me, but like there were days where I was definitely like, I miss seeing her content, and I would go back and I would watch like her older videos and stuff, especially the ones where she has like her sisters, or when Scott Barnes visits, or Jessica Alba, like when she's kind of just like more her personality, or like videos with her and James. So like I definitely went back and rewatched some videos a couple hundred times. But seeing her back made me so happy. I didn't really want to talk about like the drama side of it. I really just wanted to like see if anyone else was excited too. Or if you guys, or if anyone's like, no, that's just irrelevant, didn't affect my life at all, then like that's fair too. Everyone has their own taste in YouTube, especially like the weird niches of beauty YouTube are kind of specific sometimes, so I totally get that. But yeah, I thought that was really fun. It was really excited. I saw that she had posted a new video when I was sitting in JFK Airport on my way to Greece. And I like sat there and I watched it right then, and my family was like, "What are you doing?" We're like sitting and eating a meal, and I'm like, "Shh, I'm watching. I'm having a moment." And so that was fun. I'm just gonna go in with my Laka & Co. Sun Shower lipstick and give myself a generous heaping of that. I did apply a little bit of lip balm, so hopefully it won't be too slippery. I'm just like completely covering my face, aren't I? But yeah, I wanted to talk about that. I was kind of making a list of like possible like future topics. I feel like Get Ready With Me's are some of my favorite things to film, and they're also like a fun way to like play and use makeup, or just kind of like do a basic look and just really focus on chatting. I don't know, I have a lot of weird interests. It's like, oh, I could talk about books that I've read recently. Anyone else? I was like thinking of doing like kind of like recap reaction videos to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season that's going on. I don't know how many episodes we have left. I think we're season 11. Not sure. I would do research for that video and do like a recap of the season thus far. But I thought that could be fun. Especially like this season is kind of like more current news. And I put news in quotation marks because some people think that these shows are vapid, and they really are. Speaking of vapid, Too Hot to Handle, has anyone been watching that? But like also it's focusing a lot on the Tom Girardi stuff this season, so I thought that was interesting. I thought that could be a fun thing to go over. Yeah, or just kind of like Bravo shows in general. I watch a few of them. I don't watch all of them. That's what I was thinking for future chatty Get Ready With Me's. If any of those topics spark your interest, make sure to let me know, or else I'll just be rambling about other random stuff. I can talk about heat sealing labels onto CRM leads for hours if that also interests people, because that's what I did at work today. But yeah, that is everything I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that jazz. And I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful day wherever you are. Thanks, guys.